All right, hey, I'm doing something a little different here. I have my camera on a tripod. I'm inside by my computer, and I wanted just to do a really quick video. This is not going to be long. Bear with me. This is amazing, okay? I'm doing this for two reasons. One, because I think it's the most amazing picture maybe ever taken in the subject. It wasn't by me. Two, I want to find the guy that did it. My buddy Kevin sent it to me. He grabbed it. I guess he saw it on a site or a website, and he after he had gotten it, kind of lost track of how he got it or who it was from. So that's my second reason, is I'm hoping the guy that took this picture will contact me, because I think I have an understanding of pictures like this better than most people, even some people that can find these pictures better than me. So this is an amazing thing. Let me see if I can zoom in on it here. I know it's a little unorthodox, it's a little bit different. I don't think anyone's ever done a breakdown quite like this before, because I don't really... All right, so we're doing it on a TV. It's not a computer monitor, so you're going to see the lines if I go too close. But what we have here is a deer that's been clearly incorporated into some kind of a structure. They're all hiding. See, one of the advantages I have of what I feel like being almost the closest thing we have to an expert on structures in their language right now, and you're talking to them. This is, I read their language. I don't have to look at a picture and wonder, did a person do it? Like, I know exactly right away, immediately. And I'm not talking about seeing them. I'm going to show you them in this picture in a second. I'm talking about just literally knowing their entire language immediately. And I can confirm in my brain instantly whether they did it or not. Believe me, it doesn't help me to, convince you of something that's not true. I will never do that. You have to just stick with me and believe me on this, okay? So right here is a quick picture of just a few that are right there. Remember, they hide in plain sight, guys. They're very successful. They're experts, okay? So people have got to lose the ego problems. You're not as special as you think you are. I'm talking to these regular people that just think they can figure everything out and everything's logical. Well, that is the trick, you guys. Nothing is logical. Okay, that's how they're so successful in this, okay? Maybe I can put my face, let's see. It's a little dark in here. Nothing is logical. Okay, so here's the main spots where they are, okay? There's a little teepee at the end. I'm going to show you a picture of my cell phone so you can actually see it. The best part was right here. I knew immediately he was right there. You can even see his hands, his face, everything. I don't think I can zoom on it with this because of the monitor. Believe it or not, I don't think that's a face. You're seeing kind of like a nose, like right there. I don't believe that is. He's actually inside this little teepee, and you can tell because of the connections that are being made there. Remember, everything energy, okay? We don't want to see my license. You can see these draping things. Everything's connected, and they actually covered this deer. My belief is this happened literally as they did this, because what they'll do is they'll devour this deer very quickly. I've never seen this happen before. It's an amazing situation. It almost makes me think that these guys are new, like they're noobs. My guys, I think, do this sometimes, but it's always concealed and there's never evidence. So this is kind of a really unusual situation for me, and they're right there. Let me show you this one picture. I'll try to keep this as short as I can. This is just me zooming in with my cell phone. And as you can see, let me see if I can get a little pointer. Do I have a pen? I do. So as you can see, and I know this, bear with me, I know this is a little unorthodox, or whatever the word is. This is not traditionally like a breakdown, but I don't know, it's my version in a sense. You can see his hands. Now what this is, okay, let's see if I can get this right. We're all family here at Colorado Bigfoot, so we do things very casually. Uh-oh. I turned the light on to see if that would help. Okay, so you can see, there's his mouth. Okay, his two eyes. I don't know if that's a nose. It kind of looks like a nose, but I'm not convinced it is. I think it's a stick in front of him. And of course you can see his hands right there. Now the person standing there can't see that because they use technology. People have to understand that these are actually what we would think of as an alien race. I'm willing to believe that we're actually the aliens, believe it or not. These creatures have been around a lot longer than us, and they're much more advanced in technology, and they have help from beings that are much more advanced. We have pictures of grays with them. It's amazing. Can I show that to you real quick? Let me show you what my buddy Jesus got looking in his tent. There it is. Some of you have seen this. I was sending this to a bunch of people. Okay, this is a gray alien. You can actually see his eyeballs. If they look like they're closed, but they're not. They're just literally red eyeballs. I think he enhanced that a little bit. Here's another one, another version. It's a little more blurry, but you can still see him there. It's amazing, isn't it? Looking right at him at the tent. He's had amazing experiences. Unfortunately, I believe there is a connection here. These are the guys that are coming in the UFOs. They're gray aliens. They don't have genitalia. They're very small, but they're extremely strong. They apparently have incredible telepathy abilities. See, I can see on the camera, it looks like his eyes are closed, but they're not. They're wide open red, and he's right there. So there's a connection there. You have to understand this is completely out of our thinking, okay? I'm just kind of reminding most people that already know this, and myself sometimes. What else do I have here? You know, while I'm here, let me just show you real quick, and we'll go back to the breakdown. Incredible picture by Eileen. This is in the UK, guys. Okay, remember, I don't look at this. I do, but it has nothing to do with it. It's all a language. You can read it all. It never strays, and it's always the same thing. Okay, so for the people that can't understand that, oh, I don't know, I think a person did it, they don't get that we're actually reading a language here. Okay, we don't understand it. It's kind of like seeing the ABCs and not knowing what they are, but you know you're seeing the ABCs. I mean, there's no question about it. Amazing picture, Eileen. Great job on that. It's freaking amazing. She has a real connection to this. Another one I had today that I just love. This is Charlie Max in Ireland. Okay, guys, an amazing spot. Same thing. Look out front. Same exact thing out front. The same exact break from in the UK. And this is a different setup here. This is literally a living area where they come from the ground, and they're everywhere in this picture. Unfortunately, there's a real focus towards the front. I think the camera's really hitting this tree here, so it makes it a little blurry. I could show them to you, but it's just going to be too blurry. They're everywhere. Amazing picture, Charlie. That was about it. I wanted to, you can see my phone here, it's just nothing but insanity. Like, here's my picture at the petroglyphs, enhanced. You can see it, literally see his eyeballs looking at me. It doesn't come out too good on the camera. There's another version. I think I like it this way because it kind of shows how real all this is. This is also how I know they're connected. Here's a picture of that same tent, but with the Sasquatch looking in. I'm not sure if the Sasquatch looked in first or the gray, but that's pretty amazing. What else do we have? Keep in mind, I am suffering from tinnitus. I'm not looking for sympathy, but I'm a little bit confused sometimes. Like, I'm fine, but I'm not processing quite as fast. More pictures from the petroglyphs from John. Thank you, John. John's awesome. He finds amazing pictures. I'm not mentioning last names because... And that's about it. So let's go back to that. There's just I have some amazing pictures, guys, like real deal pictures. Look at that. We believe that's a female. She's right there. She wanted to hook up. I said no. She's right there. And it just goes on and on and on and on with some amazing pictures. If you haven't watched the last 3 videos, you have no idea what you're missing. You just have to know how to look. You don't have to listen to me. You know, amazing picture from Brandon's video I found, so I'm very proud of it. Almost like some sort of elf in a way. He's right there, clear as day. I saw him right on top of a trident. It was amazing. Remember, read the language. You never have to worry or question anything when you can read a language, okay? Of course, Jake's picture is just outstanding. Now you know where Chewbacca comes from. That's coming out really good on the camera. And of course, what are we seeing? The language, okay? It's never a question. if their language is involved, and there's your X, okay? And the X's make the connections, and they harness an energy that you can't understand. Don't try to understand it, okay? Yes, I get angry because I'm a little bit, it's just getting old with regular people, how silly their brains are. They cannot think out of what they were taught. You know, they just don't think outside the box. It's a very small amount of us that do. It's an amazing thing. And I love you guys that do. It's just, this one was incredible too. You see him here? You can see his eyeball, and you can see that little white thing is a tooth right here. That's actually a tooth right there, and there's his eyeball. Let me show it to you a little better. Right here, I forgot who got that one for me. Look at that. Freaking amazing. I have so many eyeballs from this day, it's out of control. It can't be a coincidence, you know, so many amazing rocks put together with special designs above, okay? Look at the special design. It's just in the middle of nowhere where no person has ever been before in the history of the world, more or less. Maybe a few state people at some point looking for petroglyphs, but it's just a place that people can't access. It's too far away from civilization. You know, it's a 3-4 hour drive just for me, and I live way up in the mountains. That's actually bordering towards Wyoming. So that's it. I could go on forever like that, okay? But I really wanted to show you this picture and just how freaking amazing it is. Like, you guys, that's a deer. It's a beautiful buck. And they're getting ready to eat it. Now, notice the pine cones, okay? See the pine cones here? You can literally see the one that's right in here somewhere. There's an X made out of this stuff, whatever this is. Their entire language is here. You can see the forks upside down. It's always the same thing. See the fork? And there's a little trident at the end. Pine cones are amazing, okay? It shows you that when I tell you about the pine cones, I find these 6-foot tall piles of eaten pine nuts. It's them. Their seats are there. Their structures are there. This picture to me is a freaking mind blower. I'd love to know who took it because I want to get a little background on it, and I want to show him just how amazing it really is. Again, it's a picture that's, the camera is really kind of focusing right here. So as soon as I go back, you know, there's one there, there's one, they're back in here. I mean, they are literally just getting ready. Why they covered it up, I mean, you can see, you guys, there is literally, I mean, I'm going to say thousands of little pieces of grass, if not hundreds, you know, covering this deer. So it's the one thing, and he's very fresh. It looks like it happened, I'm guessing at this, but it looks like it happened, you know, very recent to this picture being taken. So I would love to find the person that took this picture. I'm not sure if they even understand how groundbreaking amazing this is, okay? Because it shows us that for a fact that they eat deer. It shows us for a fact that they eat the pine cones, okay? And they're sitting, one is sitting right here. I showed you his hands and his face, right at the rear end of the deer. So I can't really explain it, guys. I don't know. This is the most amazing thing. And that's kind of why I want to talk to the person, you know, that did that, or that took the picture, because, oh man, I'm just blown away by it. I would never do this if not. We can look at a couple more really quick and then I'll end the video. Hopefully this was okay, you guys. I apologize if this didn't work out perfectly. I mean, you can just see. I mean, if you're one of those people that have trouble understanding that this is real, every picture I have is from a live video, okay? You guys, I've never really talked about this one. This just goes to show you what's out there, okay? Gail got this one. Where is it? Okay, do you see that? Okay, that's real. It was right at my feet, okay? It, like, I don't know, I can't explain it beyond that it's like a Rasta. Some kind of freak Rasta that looks like he wants to, he's not thrilled. It's the other thing I wanted to mention, guys. You really can't overjudge by this one moment. Have you ever caught yourself in a picture where you just look absolutely ridiculous because you were talking, or... So you got to remember, a lot of these things are just literally snapped. It's all from live video, from real, like, video walking around. And they... You know, he's frozen, like, in time. He might have been in the best mood in the world, and we just caught him at an awkward moment. So I'm suggesting not to overjudge any faces. This is one of my favorites. I'm just saying this now. Jill got this. This is a mile away. I zoomed. Okay, a mile, and it was the melted Bigfoot world. A lot of people have been asking me about this. So there's snow every square inch in Colorado, except for here. And the closest I could get was about a mile away. I'm just guessing on the distance, okay? It could be less. It's probably less, if anything. But there's a tremendous gap in between, like it dives way down. It's real hard to get there. And I just clearly saw how melted this spot was with all these structures. I zoom in, bam, he's right there. I can't tell you what he is. Jill found it. Jill, I like Jill because, you know, it's you can see even his crotch area. You can see it's dark. I don't know if you can see this right here, but it almost looks like pubic hair right here. And you can see his mouth area is dark as well. I'm almost sure that there's no clothes there, but we do have creatures with clothes. So just understand that a lot of this is not what you think. Okay, it's so much bigger than what even us biggest believers, even me, everybody understand. I just kind of know for a fact that it's bigger than anything I can understand, which is a help, you know. Love this picture. Just going through a couple pictures real quick that are just blatant. Okay, these are all real pictures from videos. This guy knows me very well. Pretty sure he's got me. He's locked me. And they make sure I just kind of go through. And it just goes on and on and on and on. And I wanted to show, well, I won't go into that now. I was going to talk about the Black Panther situation in Australia at a Yowie spot where a Black Panther just appeared. You know, is there shape-shifting? Is there this? Is there that? Well, they clearly control the birds, okay? Because here's a picture that Brian Summer got with my bird right next to me, and right underneath is the Bigfoot controlling the bird, okay? I've been telling you this for years and years, and the fact that I can show proof, which I never thought in a million years I'd be able to show that. Thank you, Brian, for that. That's amazing. This is another picture that most people missed in one of my last videos. It was a still picture at the beginning. It's amazing, you guys, okay? Wait till you see this. Oh, forgive me. Wait till you see this. Okay, so it's just a still picture because I was inside. It's like a cave entrance. And there's a roof there. You can see a little light shines through, but not much. And there's this incredible pile of sticks in there. Like, there's no way those sticks got there by themselves. There's hardly any like loose wood in these areas. It's all rocks and stuff. These sticks were brought in, and behind there's a perch, right? But everyone just looked at that. Nobody looked right there, including me when I was there. Can I get him? Please let me get him. Well, he's right there. It's so blatant. I'm sorry I showed you that because you can't really see him with the way I'm doing this. There's just a beautiful white face there. He's literally HD. Let's see if we can do it that way. Yeah, you can see him now. You know what? Watch this. I'm on my tripod here. Let's go off the tripod because I'm ending the video. Remember, Colorado Bigfoot, we keep things casual here. I'm not trying to be a super professional editor. My job is to go out there and to do this stuff, not to have this, flawless presentation. I'm not good at that. I never meant to be in public, so I'm kind of doing it I'm winging it and kind of doing it the best I can. So forgive me if I don't know how this is going to look when I put it up, and I'm going to do it anyway. So let's just get this off of here. And let me go close instead of zooming. I want you to see this guy. It's simply amazing. Look at him right there. Okay, do you believe now? There's actually another one behind. Someone found, but it's hard to see him there. I just care about this guy because he's so perfect. Can you see it? Can you dig it? Okay, do you get it now? This is all real. I'm not wasting my life here doing this, giving up everything to pretend, okay? I have more evidence than anybody in the world, okay? It's not a bold claim, it's a fact. And if anyone wants to step up and question that, let's see it, you know what I mean? Nobody has what I have. Now, thankfully, I've had a lot of help, and I can't take the credit for all that. I just happen to have more than anyone because of all the help I have. So it's not just me. I mean, it's honestly a lot of other people that have gotten me to the level I'm at. So I don't want you to think I'm bragging here. I'm just kind of stating facts. Like, I'm letting you know my history and why I know these things. There's that same image enhanced. Look at him, you guys. I guess that's what you'd call a Dogman. He's completely white. I don't know. You know, I just don't know what that is, but he is busted in the open so blatantly. And of course, all the other ones here are touching the structures. So there's a lot of other ones, but they're all touching and connected to structures, which makes them almost completely invisible, except to the camera. This guy didn't have time. So that was simply amazing. I love this picture. It's just amazing, you know. So I won't get into, another day we'll talk about faces, but let me just show you one more, okay? If there's very special beings out there, okay? And there's one of them right there. I believe this is on Vancouver Island. Okay, you have to understand, it's not monkeys in a bush, okay? So all these morons doing breakdowns and using logic, you know, you're just wasting your time. They're trying to stay neutral, and they know exactly what's happening. Well, some of them do, and they're lying to you, just so their channel doesn't get, you know, if they try to convince you, they'll censor the channel immediately. So they try to stay neutral, and they sell out, basically. He wants to make money and get views rather than tell you the truth. And it's just, it's pitiful. I could name a name, but I won't, because I'm not like that. And that's it, guys. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. I have literally 10,000 perfect still pictures of these creatures. Windows in the trees. Michael, I think you did that one. With them looking right at me. Things like that. Let's do a quick walk outside, and I'm done. And I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna be boots on the ground pretty soon here. We got a snowstorm coming in. It's not, see, I can do amazing Bigfoot up here in the snow, believe it or not. But the problem is my access. I can't get even close to the places I want to be because of the roads are closed and stuff like that. I hope everyone has a great day. It's Monday. I think the 24th or 5th? And it's a little, really, it's actually a lot overcast. I'm going to do a couple UFO zooms. I'm keeping my eye on the special base that's next to me. I think, you guys, believe it or not, I believe I'm the only civilian in the world that knows that base is there. I can't imagine how anyone else would know. I'm the only one in this valley, especially here, that does anything remotely to this. All these other people, okay, who I know very well now, have been here for 30 or 40 years, and, you know, they're much more involved in, like, you know, their job or whatever they did. They have no idea what's happening here, and now they do. And they all believe, okay? So all of these neighbors watch me now, and every single one of them knows. They're like, Mark, I've always had this kind of a feeling and knowing, and we've seen these crazy things over the years, and, you know, you just feel crazy. You know, we're taught to deny these things, you guys. You just gotta open your mind. I've told you this. It doesn't, like, it's almost like people think I'm trying to make them believe in a new God or something. It's, you have nothing to lose. Okay, I don't gain anything by you believing or not. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not in this. I do this basically for a small group of people, and you guys get to see it. That's it. So just open your minds. That's all. And I'm not talking to 99.9% of you. Most of my videos are like, I'm showing you guys this stuff, but most of it's just, you know, for like those few people that are really having trouble, you know, like mentally just letting go, like their brain won't let it go. But, you know, this is nothing. When I brag, I'm like, I have the most, blah, blah, blah. You know, if it's bragging, so be it. But don't get me wrong, okay? There are some outstanding people out there that do things, that have gotten things, you know, maybe better than me. Like, I mean, I have the bulk amount, like every possible aspect of this situation I have, and I have filmed literally them, the best structures, you know, I have the most pictures, things like that. But there's lots of people, thank God, because that, you know, are confirming what I do. And, you know, you can see where I'm getting this stuff, okay? It never ends. There's your little people. I love showing that picture, and I'll always show that picture because it's the only one in the entire world like it. I believe it's the only one that literally proves beyond a shadow, get it? A shadow of a doubt, that there's little people. They're all there. It's an amazing thing, and you can tell by the rocks are all stacked, and, you know, that's all you have to look for. You can just tell it's made. And then, of course, you know, when you're there and you see a Bigfoot on the rock, it's another indication that it's legit. That's a Bigfoot from 500 to 1,000 years ago. So I'm just kind of get tired of just how simple-minded most people are, and how unwilling they are to snap out of it, you know. So you guys, anyway, I love you guys. I'm struggling a little bit here, but I'm doing okay. I just have this crazy tinnitus sound in my ear. Getting help just seems like almost impossible. So we'll just have to hope that happens. Look at that, you guys. I hope that you guys have the best day ever. Over and out.